You know, in these tough economic times, a lot of people, myself included, are trying to find ways of doing things cheaper. And so for about the past year now, a little over a year, my family and I have been using homemade liquid laundry soap. We made this ourselves. Very easy to make. Takes about 30, 45 minutes to make a 5-gallon bucket of it. And I'll walk you through the steps to do it. And basically all you're going to need is a 5-gallon bucket, and this one's from Home Depot. Any 5-gallon bucket will do. You're going to need some borax. And the borax you can get over in the laundry section of your grocery store. The other thing that sometimes is kind of hard to find is the washing soda. Arm & Hammer washing soda. It's also over in the laundry section, but sometimes it's hard to find. I had a heck of a time trying to find this, and I think I finally found it at my local Target. Walmart, a lot of times will have it. You just have to look around. You're also going to need some type of a grater to grade your soap. You can use an old food processor if you have that, but this is just an old cheap grater I bought at the dollar store. You'll need a measuring cup, and you'll need some soap, obviously. Now, what you can use, and what I found that we like to use, is this Zote soap. This is laundry soap. It's a hard bar of laundry soap. It's for laundry, and you can find it. A lot of stores don't have that. Usually, it's kind of hard to find sometimes, but not all the time. Check your hardware store. Some of your older grocery stores may have it. If they don't, you can use Ivory. Now, when I use Ivory, I use at least 2 bars of Ivory, because this is a much bigger bar. This is 14 ounces, so I use at least 2 bars of Ivory soap if I'm going to use Ivory. Or another thing that I found the other day, which this is what this batch is going to be made from. This is 1-2-3 soap. Now I found this at the International Food Market over in the laundry section, and this is some type of a Spanish laundry soap, so it smells really good. So I'm going to be using that. So that's what you're going to need. The next step is going to be to grade up your soap. So I'm going to start grading some soap, and I'll be right back with you as soon as I get it graded. Stay with me. Alright, as you can see here, my soap is melted down finally. That's all you want, is just to melt it down. And then your next couple of steps, your first step is going to be fill your bucket about half full with hot water. And once you've done that, then you're going to add your borax and your washing soda. Now, different recipes call for different things. I found that I generally will add 2 cups of washing soda and 2 cups of borax. Now, some recipes will call for 1 cup and 1 cup, or 1.5 and 1.5. I use 2 and 2 because I'm doing a 5-gallon bucket, and sometimes I'll fill up that other container as well. So once you add that in there, you'll just stir it up, and once you've added the borax, the washing soda, then you're going to add your soap that's on the stove. You're going to add that in there, and then you're going to fill it up. Now, you're probably wondering how much soap that I used. I use that Zote soap that I used. It's a 14 gram bar, I believe, 14 ounce bar. I use about 1/2 to 3/4 of that bar per 5-gallon bucket. Some people say only use 1/4. Some people say use half. I use 1/2 to 3/4. That's just me. That's just what I found that works better for me. So you can play around with that and decide how you want it. But I'm going to get these ingredients in here, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. I'll be right back. Alright, here's what it's looked like. Here's what it looks like, when it's all, when you've combined everything. I've just used a long stick that I've used for a long time to stir everything up. And what you want to do at this point is let it set overnight. Once it's done, you put the lid on it, let it set overnight, at least 24 hours, and then in the morning when you open it, it's going to be gelled. and I'll show you a picture of that when we're done in the morning. I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to be gelled up, and that's what it's supposed to do. And then you'll what I do is just stir it up. If I don't have it in a container, I'll just stir it up and put it in another container. And then when you're ready to use it, sometimes you have to shake that container just to get everything mixed back up. And then all you're going to use is about a quarter to a half a cup per load. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it works. My wife was awful skeptical when we first started using it, but it does work. So, and you save, like I said, you save a lot of money over in the long run. And with you might be wondering how long this stuff lasts. This is a 3-pound box of washing soda, and this is a 4-pound box of borax. And I've done this. This makes my 4th bucket in a little over a year and a half. And so I still have enough to do probably at least another 1, maybe 2 more buckets. So once you've got the initial stuff, you can make 5-6 buckets. So you're looking at, and each one of these buckets will last us probably 5 months, 6 months probably is usually what they're lasting. So I don't even know how many hundreds of loads of clothes that is. So it lasts a long time. So try it out. If you have any suggestions or comments, let me know. And until then, I'll see you on another video. Y'all take care. Well, here it is after it sets overnight. As you can see, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's turned into like a gel. And all I do is to pour it in my container, I just mix it up really good with my handy dandy mixing stick here. I just mix it up, and that turns it back into a more of a liquid, and put it in my container. But there you go, quick little video on homemade laundry soap, laundry detergent. Try it out. If you know of a different way, let me know. But this way I found works out pretty well. I'll see you on another video. Take care.